Have you ever experienced the sensation of clinging onto things that no longer hold value for you as you age? As we grow older, our perspective on life shifts. What once seemed essential, such as seeking approval from others, staying updated on the latest trends, or constantly engaging in activities, starts to lose significance. Upon reaching 60, a newfound clarity emerges, prompting the realization that certain things no longer warrant your energy. This video delves into 6 aspects that become obsolete after turning 60, some of which may surprise you, while others may already be in the process of being relinquished. Acknowledging what no longer contributes positively to your life can liberate time, energy, and mental peace, enabling you to concentrate on what truly holds importance. The best years of your life should not be burdened by elements that no longer bring joy. Stick with us until the end, as releasing these 6 things could potentially transform your life in unforeseen ways. Once you do so, you may wonder why you did not take this step sooner. Let's commence with the first point: the need to keep up with trends. Previously, it may have felt crucial to stay abreast of the latest trends in fashion, technology, or lifestyle choices, succumbing to an implicit pressure to remain current. However, upon reaching 60, the realization dawns that most trends are transient, and pursuing them becomes more draining than fulfilling. What is in vogue today will likely fade into obscurity tomorrow, and striving to keep up is not worth the exertion. Take fashion, for example. In your youth, conforming to a certain style may have seemed imperative, but now you understand what suits you best, what feels comfortable, and what reflects your personality. You dress for yourself, not to impress others, rendering concerns about seasonal trends or matching the latest fad irrelevant. Your style is timeless because it is uniquely yours. The same principle applies to technology. New devices flood the market annually, each claiming to outperform its predecessor. However, after 60, technology should cater to your needs, not the other way around. Constantly adapting to new updates, downloading trendy apps, or replacing functional devices with newer models is unnecessary stress. Lifestyle trends, encompassing diets, workouts, and social media trends, exhibit a similar pattern of fluctuation. You have lived long enough to discern what works for you, relying on your knowledge of your body, habits, and preferences to guide your choices. Shedding the compulsion to adhere to trends post-60 is profoundly liberating, allowing you to concentrate on what truly enriches your life, brings you joy, and enhances your well-being. No longer fixated on the latest fads, you can prioritize comfort, happiness, and genuine improvements to your quality of life. Abandoning the pursuit of novelty eliminates the fear of falling behind, as enduring quality transcends temporary trends. If you want to earn someone's praise, it is important to surround yourself with people who accept you for who you are, rather than those who only approve of you when you meet their standards. Let go of the need for validation and find confidence in simply being yourself. If you have spent years worrying about what others think, it may be time to release that burden. You do not need permission to live life on your own terms. Those who truly matter will support you, while the opinions of others who do not support you were never worth your energy. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you are here. And if you have not subscribed yet, I recommend you do so and turn on the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support allows us to continue creating informative and inspiring content. Now, let's move on to number 3. Overloading your schedule with commitments was once seen as a sign of productivity and importance. However, as you age, especially after turning 60, you begin to realize that busyness does not always equate to happiness. Constantly filling your days with obligations can leave you feeling drained rather than fulfilled. You may have spent years juggling responsibilities, but with a new perspective on time, you start cherishing it more. Every unnecessary hour spent is an hour taken away from something truly meaningful. Slowing down is not laziness, but wisdom. It allows you to recognize the value of your energy and spend it on things that bring peace, joy, and fulfillment. Instead of constantly filling your schedule, embrace intentional living by choosing quality over quantity, surrounding yourself with uplifting people, engaging in activities that bring you joy, and allowing yourself to simply be. There is power in waking up and realizing that your day is yours to shape. not dictated by a long list of tasks that leave you exhausted. Stepping back from the constant rush allows you to appreciate life in new ways, noticing the small moments that bring peace and joy. If you have measured success by how much you can fit into your day, it may be time to reconsider. Busyness does not define your worth. By letting go of toxic relationships, embracing intentional living, and prioritizing peace and joy, you may find life more enjoyable, fulfilling, and meaningful than ever before. Let's move on to number 4. As you age, you begin to understand that not every relationship is worth keeping. While in the past you may have felt obligated to maintain certain relationships out of guilt or habit, as you reach 60, you become more protective of your time, peace, and energy. This means letting go of toxic relationships that no longer serve you. Toxic relationships can take different forms, such as friends who only reach out when they need something, relatives who criticize you constantly, or acquaintances who drain your energy with negativity. By 60, you realize that relationships should bring joy, not exhaustion. If someone makes you feel guilty, anxious, or unappreciated, keeping them around is a choice, not an obligation. It is important to be surrounded by those who lift you up, not drag you down. Letting go of toxic relationships is about self-respect, choosing peace over conflict and emotional well-being over unnecessary drama. When you make a decision to prioritize your happiness, others may try to guilt you for stepping away. However, it's important to remember that you don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing joy. What you do owe yourself is a life filled with authentic, supportive, and loving connections. Individuals who celebrate your successes, stand by you during tough times, and bring happiness into your days. By releasing toxic relationships, you create space for positive ones, which is a valuable gift to yourself at this stage in life. If you are still following along and finding these insights helpful, please indicate by commenting number 4 below. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell to stay updated with our content. Your support enables us to continue producing informative and inspiring material. Now, let's delve into the next point. For a significant portion of life, many individuals carry the burden of others' opinions. You may have spent years making decisions based on societal expectations, such as choosing a career, lifestyle, or even altering your behaviors out of fear of judgment. However, as you reach the age of 60, a realization dawns upon you. Most of the concerns that once plagued you hold little significance. The truth is, people will have opinions on everything, regardless of your actions. Whether you dress a certain way, make a major life choice, or simply exist, there will always be differing viewpoints. Attempting to please everyone is a futile endeavor that you eventually outgrow. Consider the amount of time wasted over the years, doubting yourself due to external perceptions. How many moments of joy were stifled because of the fear of appearing foolish? How many aspirations were set aside because of the dread of criticism? Upon reaching this milestone age, you begin to perceive things through a new lens. True freedom emerges when you cease living for the approval of others and start living for yourself. This shift does not indicate a lack of concern for others, but rather a refusal to let their judgments dictate your happiness. Those who genuinely care about you will accept you as you are, while those who criticize are projecting their insecurities onto you. Letting go of this concern is incredibly liberating, freeing you from conforming to a mold that was never meant for you. Embrace your choices wholeheartedly, express yourself without reservation, and relish life without the unnecessary weight of external judgment. In doing so, you unearth a newfound level of confidence and tranquility. If you have spent years worrying about others' opinions, now is the time to relinquish that burden. Their thoughts do not define your path. You do. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you will experience a sense of liberation that enriches each day, making it more gratifying and truly your own. Let's transition to the next point. Throughout the years, life may have revolved around acquiring possessions, a larger residence, a luxurious vehicle, trendy attire, or exquisite furniture. There was always a constant desire for something new, something more. However, upon reaching the age of 60, you begin to view material belongings in a different light. You start recognizing that accumulating possessions does not always equate to a better life. In reality, possessions can often possess you. Take a moment to observe your surroundings. How many items do you genuinely use, and how many simply occupy space? It's easy to amass belongings under the belief that they will bring joy, security, or a sense of accomplishment. Yet, as you mature, you comprehend that true happiness stems from experiences, relationships, and meaningful moments. Many individuals experience a sense of relief after decluttering their living spaces, as it signifies letting go of unnecessary items not only physically, but also symbolically. A home filled with unused possessions can feel suffocating, whereas a space housing only essentials and sentimental items exudes peace. At this juncture, peace holds more value than material goods. Another significant shift occurs when you release the need to impress others. In your younger years, there might have been pressure to possess the latest car, fashion items, or furniture to showcase success. However, as you age, the urge to prove your worth diminishes. You purchase what you require without concerning yourself with external opinions. This newfound freedom is invaluable. Most importantly, you begin to contemplate what truly endures. At the end of one's life, no one wishes they had accumulated more possessions. The longing is for more time, love, and memorable experiences. The joy derived from shared moments surpasses the fleeting satisfaction of material goods. The richness of life in one's later years is not found in material possessions, but in the simple pleasures of a good meal, the warmth of laughter, and the peace of a simple life. It is a time to let go of unnecessary belongings and focus on what truly adds value to your life. By appreciating what you already have instead of constantly accumulating more, you learn one of life's greatest lessons. Reflect on the 6 things that become unnecessary after the age of 60. Keeping up with trends, seeking approval, overloading your schedule, toxic relationships, worrying about others' opinions, and accumulating more stuff. Letting go of these things creates space for what truly matters, allowing you to embrace peace, freedom, wisdom, and joy in living life on your own terms. Taking that first step to declutter, set boundaries, or care less about others' opinions can make all the difference. The best years of your life are still ahead of you, waiting for you to fully embrace them. Share your thoughts and plans for implementing what you learned today in the comments below. Your feedback is valuable to us, so please like, subscribe, and share if you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.